So I logged onto the internet today and I was surprised to see Drake and T-Pain beefing with each other. So T-Pain went on his podcast the other day and he was making the observation that Drake didn't take his own advice about retiring. Drake didn't like what he said and all hell broke loose. But check out the clip of the interview.
The one thing I learned from Drake, and here's the crazy thing, one thing I learned from Drake, but one thing he hasn't followed his own words. Mm-hmm. Drake said, I want to be one of them people that gracefully bow out and not get kicked out. I have ever since said, you really thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. I'll see y'all when I drop. Don't worry about it. I'll just drop something. Let me know if you heard it. Yeah. Drake is like, no, listen. Okay, I got another one. Oh, check this out. Y'all didn't like that one? Okay, real quick. Just one more. Let me try one more. And then he's the person that he said, he didn't want to be. Mm-hmm. And I learned that from him. Like when he said that, I want to gracefully bow out and not get kicked out. I was like, you know what? I'm out this bitch.
This is live shows now.
I'm out this. I'm not trying to impress y'all. Niggas don't give a live or die. Yeah. Why the I keep trying to impress y'all? I'm out. I'm done. I did everything that I'm trying to do. I changed the game. I made a sound. What else?
You literally can't. It's only even if you make a hit today.
It won't even. That's just normal.
Yes.
It's just normal. It's like, yeah, that's. Okay.
What he's saying is a few years ago, Drake gave him advice and said, hey, you might as well retire on top instead of something that happened later in your career and then falling from grace. And T-Pain went on this podcast and said, hey, Drake didn't even take his own advice because he was on top and now he got ethered by Kendrick Lamar and his career just isn't the same. So, when Drake heard this, he had to respond. Drake ended up taking to his Instagram and posting a clip of the video with the caption, this guy always had resentment for me. You can hear it every time he speaks on my name. But a lot of people are saying Drake is tripping because how is T-Pain jealous when he's basically saying take your own advice? So when Drake responded, then the whole internet decided they wanted to. Offset decided to chime in and he left a caption under it and said, the boy is the boy. Ain't gonna change. All that hating on another grown man who do more numbers than everybody is diabolical. So basically Offset is saying T-Pain's hating on him. But I'm not gonna lie, I listened to it twice. I still can't find the hate and I can't see the resentment. But you know who chimed in? A GOAT himself. That boy Chris Brown took to the stage and said what he felt. Chris Brown posted to his Instagram story earlier today and said, random thought. T-Pain is one of the GOATs of my generation. Give you your flowers. Pioneer. Love you, my brother. If Chris Brown says you a GOAT, then you a GOAT. Because you can only be a GOAT if another GOAT says you a GOAT. That's my theory. Now, some people are saying, why is Chris Brown even entering himself into this? Because him and Drake used to have problems. So you siding with somebody that has beef with somebody you used to have beef with can only equal trouble. But people keep forgetting that T-Pain helped Chris Brown in the beginning of his career by giving him a platinum hit. Remember that song Kiss Kiss by Chris Brown and T-Pain? People don't know T-Pain made the beat to that song and gave it to Chris Brown, including a feature at T-Pain's height of his career. So not only that happened, Chubbs ended up trolling T-Pain. Last night, he went to the club in Toronto and decided to ask all the DJs to play a T-Pain song, and they all rejected him.
Yo, play T-Pain song for me. T-Pain. T-Pain. Who's the music? The DJ, hold on. T-Pain. 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 Yo, play. I gotta find the DJ, T-Pain. Hold up, I gotta find the DJ. Hold up. I gotta get T-Pain right. Hold up, y'all gotta play some T-Pain in this bitch. Fuck y'all talking about? The DJ at? Hold up, T. That's where I'm at. T-Pain, I got you right now. DJ. I need to play with I gotta find the
He a fool, bruh. So he started playing Drake instead. But check this out. Acting like T-Pain ain't got hits and wasn't a bigger artist than Drake in his prime is insane. Like, please do not disrespect T-Pain like that. He had hits on top of hits. I remember at one time you couldn't turn on the radio without hearing a T-Pain song. Now, I'm not saying Drake didn't have that same effect at one time in his career, but T-Pain changed the game. Drake supposedly had somebody writing for him and all of that, so where was the innovation at? Now, I'm not saying Drake don't be selling out concerts, be running up streams, and one of the most streamed artists on all digital platforms. I'm saying that T-Pain had more of an impact on the culture, and then not only that, he opened up the lane for artists to use auto-tune to the extent that they're using it right now. What did Drake innovate? What did Drake open the door for? Nothing. I don't know if you guys remember or y'all been smoking on something, but T-Pain had the hip-hop industry in a chokehold when he came out. I remember when I'm Sprung came out. I remember when Bartender came out. I remember when Buy You a Drink came out. I honestly can say T-Pain had a bigger impact on the hip-hop culture than Drake did. Straight up. He created a new sound. I can almost say T-Pain created auto-tune, because before that, I didn't really hear auto-tune like that. And he took it to the next level, and now all artists is auto-tune artists. So he ran for the rest of these new age artists could walk. And we're talking about major artists. Lil Baby, Lil Uzi, Young Thug, Roddy Ricch, Travis Scott. I mean, let's really think about it. He opened the door for a lot of artists to use auto-tune. Look what somebody said right here. T-Pain didn't give us the best years of his life for you to be out here disrespecting him like that. You absolutely right. So, at the end of the day, to me, T-Pain, you ain't saying nothing wrong. And Drake, you tripping for coming out a GOAT like that, because T-Pain is more of a GOAT than you. Straight up. Let us know what you think. Am I tripping, or do I got a little bit of validity to what I'm saying? Let us know. Leave a comment and keep it locked.